Hey all, how are we going? Welcome to me, Redsky here, on another round of Righteous Rings, where I give raw, righteous readings to you guys. My beautiful avid viewers, how you all going? Sorry, I've just crawled my ass out of bed. It was my birthday yesterday, so I'm still in that. I'm just having a veggie out day today. Not that I did much for my birthday yesterday, but I did get to see my oldest child, my son Julian, came and bought me some lovely gifts of beautiful candles. We have a beautiful, my favourite, coconut and elderflower here. You know, you cannot go past a coconut and elderflower scented candle, and that is a beast, may I add. He also bought me some other lovely trinkets, as well as about 4 different blocks of Cadbury chocolate, which we love that. But the most important thing, he came and brought to me my lunch, which is nice Macca's meal. Nice medium large Macca's meal. Because we can't go without that. Now, I don't know if you follow me on social media, you probably do. That night I got my free Hungry Jack's burger, which is your Burger King over there. Same company, different name. Just to confuse us. But they give you your free Whopper for your birthday, right? So my order number was 6669. On the way there, this massive rainstorm came and it pissed down. The road got flooded quite badly. And there was 2 very close call accidents that I would have got bungled in if I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that the devil's number was giving me a little bit of a pointer. If you do follow me on social media, you're probably also aware of this. The day before my birthday, when I went to get my tattoo with my friend who paid for it, which I was very thankful for, $250 each they are, and they're like a yin and yang, they join together. But they're slightly different. His is the masculine and mine's the feminine. While I was in the tattoo parlour waiting for the sketch to be drawn, I got a text message from my beautiful second cousin telling me her mother passed away. Now, her mother is my cousin, and we were very close. We hadn't spoken in over 20 years, but she came back into my life a few months ago, and she really made a close connection, especially with one of my children, my middle child, Lincoln, and also Ryder as well, actually, but a real close connection with Lincoln. And as most of you know, if you do follow me on social media, my children aren't with me right now because they've been removed. Not because of any reason that I'm abusive or anything like that. I've never hurt my children. But I'm not a good cleaner and my house was a mess. And classed under Australian law, that's neglect. And when I say a mess, I don't mean unlivable or feces running down the walls or cockroaches running across the floor. I mean a general mess from general untidiness when you don't clean up after your kids quite regularly because you're sick. And the day before they got taken, of course, was Mother's Day. So, you know, I was very much in the energy of having a day to myself when they rocked up at 10 a.m. the next morning and took my children. And my birthday yesterday marked 4 weeks to the day that they were taken. But having said that, I did get my visitation for an hour and a half today, once a week. And it was today, this afternoon. So while I had a bit of a day to fill in and I don't have any plan to get dressed or do anything really till that point of time, later this afternoon, I thought I'd do a reading because I haven't done one in a while. And in all honesty, my energy has been so up and down. I've been an emotional mess. I'm still struggling with quite a bad headache at the moment, which I have had quite religiously lately, actually for about a week straight, and I just can't work it out. I can't get rid of it. So I'm giving up on trying to now, and I'm just going to roll with it because, you know, yeah. So I did want to just take a moment, though, before we do start this reading to thank everyone for all their lovely notes of condolences, also of happy birthday, as well as just general good messages. Massive shout out to CMT Cancer Moose Tarot for the lovely birthday wish as well. Yes, today's live as well. I do greatly appreciate that. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for the live today. I just was sleeping in a little bit because I really just needed some downtime. It's been a wild couple of days, as you could tell, just by what I had to say just then. And so much more has happened than that, but I'm not going to take you down by all the details of the drama because it's just not necessary, I feel. The necessities of what needs to be known is known. If you haven't already, follow me on TikTok. I'm on all the social medias, guys. Just look up Redsky. You will find me. I am on all those social medias. But most importantly, if you really want to check out social media that I'm quite current on besides Facebook, go to TikTok because I do make pretty prevalent TikToks regarding my life, about what I'm going through, what my kids go through, and just general stuff of like what life's like usually when there's all of us together. At the moment, it's just me. But But check it out, because if you do want to know a bit about me, who I am as a person, what it is that I care about, what it is that I fight for, and why I do what I do, it's all there for everyone to see just there on TikTok. So we are going to do the next sign in line, which of course is the Bull Gang Taurus. So we're going to look at June. I know I've missed a couple of weeks. I was doing so good at getting up on it, but I had to step away for a while, guys. If I tried to do readings, they wouldn't have worked out well anyway, because my energy is too overshot. Like, it's that Three of Cups once turned twice then. Now, let's concentrate and get this down onto the board. So let's look at Taurus now. Placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. We're doing them all. The Devil reversed did want to show its face to a Capricornian card there. For Taurus, my balls. For June month, we're doing a Celtic Cross standard placements. What we got coming in for all placements? Yep, of Taurus. And it's funny because I actually just saw a magician on stage for a quick second before that card flipped. It is the Magician reversed, however. I've got to warn you all, my intuition has been really feisty and really firing off with a lot of stuff going on. I can't work out whether I've had a bit of a dark night of the soul and I've grown a little bit through this period, or whether my psychic ability, I finally, because of all the stress I've been under, have released the floodgate. Either way, that's probably why I'm getting so many third eye chakra headaches. Because I'm going through a massive amount of growth as well during this time. And my abilities have increased somewhat exponentially. To the point where I'm actually I did go through a bit of a period where I was scaring myself. Because I was seeing things and then they were happening literally within real time. And it was really freaky to the point where people started to think there's something actually wrong with me. And I started to worry that people were going to think that I was actually crazy. So I stopped telling people what I was seeing. And I know myself, I can't do that, because if I do that, it all stays within me, and that's when I get mental psychosis. Well, most people do that are gifted. Because we need to connect to things. If we can't connect to things and we isolate ourselves and we isolate our gift or try to box it in, which is something I've done for many, many years, because I just don't feel I'm capable to take the full weight of it yet. And I still don't. So that's why I'm getting a lot of headaches, and I'm going through a lot of like shifts in my personality and way, because of sort of trying to put up a floodgate from raging water and see that's coming through, and I'm trying to lift this gate mentally in my mind to try and ease the flow, because the flow is just, it's a lot. So that's what I've been doing, basically, in a nutshell, in layman's terms, if you get what I mean. But it's been extremely taxing, and on top of that, I've been trying to manage all this other emotional stuff, and like I said, my cousin just passed away. I'm still very much in shock from that. So I am going to try and do this reading, but guys, please keep that in mind, all right? This June monthly, except for the few signs I've already done, I don't know how these readings are going to go, and I can't really say in all honesty how I think they're going to be any good, because I don't, in all honesty. I'm not even sure if this is going to work. Because when I go through massive growth like this, my gifts become very on point in some ways, but when I do my readings through tarot, they become extremely gargled by the energy, because my higher self is too busy using the energy and trying to accept the energy. That lower vibrational energy, like my tarot readings, just won't work, because I'm on a different frequency when this happens. Now, I don't know if any of you kind of understand that. It's the only way I can really explain it. It's not exactly like that, but that's the way I can explain it, where I'm hoping someone from this viewing will kind of understand where I'm coming from. If you are gifted, you will understand to a degree what I'm saying, because you would have gone through this process at least once so far in your lifetime, no matter how old you are. But let's get to Taurus reading, because we're not here to talk about my weirdness. We're here to get your reading. So as I said, please keep in mind this could go either way. Okay, if it does resonate, please give me a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Or comment down below what you think or feel about this reading, because any feedback I really appreciate, and it does help me to work out whether I'm on the right track. So the underlying energy for the month of June, before clarification, remember, storyline changes through the clarification. That's when we get more specifics out of the generalized stuff we start with. So stay tuned till the end. The underlying energy for Taurus's June is funny, the Gemini card, because June is, of course, Gemini month. It is the lovers. Now, this says to me the whole underlying energy for Taurus is that of the Gemini energy. It's that of, well, the lovers. It's about connection here. It is about the yin to the yang. It's about finding that comfortable space, place, person, place, thing that brings you pure deluxe, brings you wholeness, fullness, peace, prosperity, and unity. It brings in much euphoria, even, I want to say, which is not a word I would normally use to describe the lovers. But I feel like there is a connection here that is blooming. You just want it to go further, more fluent. You just want more. I feel like you've really found your yin to your yang during this month. It's all the underlying energy of it all. Or maybe it's love of self. The current energy, though, coming into June, Taurus, is the Magician reverse, like I said. Are we being a bit of a trickster, or are we portraying something that we're not genuine in? There's some sort of sleight of hand here, some quicker to the touch. Some sort of maybe, look at me, but meanwhile my other hand's doing some sort of concoct scheme over here. It's a bit of a delusion. It's a bit of a mirage. There is some sort of disalignment here about what you're trying to bring in. It's Mercury energy too, so I don't know if during this period I didn't actually think to look at the planetary alignment before I came on. If Mercury goes retro, I know we just came out of retro, but we go retro so many times a bloody year. I don't know if that's happening during this sphere, but we did just have the strawberry moon, okay, on the 4th, which was Sunday night, the beautiful strawberry moon that came in on the night of my birth. The night before my birth, sorry. And that was a massive movement through that Sagittarial moon. Some channel said Capricorn moon. I don't know what channel was going on about that nonsense that I watched the other day. It is not a Capricornian moon, people. It is a Sagittarius moon. Gemini sun, the moon goes in the opposite sign. So I don't know what channel was spouting that, but they had the information wrong. But everything else was right. They just got the wrong moon. It's saying it's Capricornian moon. The strawberry moon is a Sagittarial moon because Gemini sun is in that sign, so it has to be opposite. We don't go any other way. Now, with the challenge, the 5 of Swords, Taurus, that you're going to be facing this month is the fact of going to battle. It's the will of the mind, of the ideals, the principles, that. And we are going to battle here, and we're fighting. Swords at the ready, bullet to the bit, and we're fighting. We're fighting hard. We're fighting fears. We're fighting like there is no tomorrow or nothing else that can be done about it. Creating the ring at the forefront of it all, it's subconscious. We do have that beautiful Knight of Cups. I love this. This is a very warming card for me, especially in your subconscious, because it tells me there's real invitation here. There's a real offering here. There's a real divvying up of this prosperity or option is really gifting you with a real token, their cup. There's someone here that's really got you going, because the underlying energy of it all, the root of the reading, the foundation is that Ace of Cups now. This is love, championship, the beginning of a real investment, goodness overflowing. Everything is rich here, really plentiful. Very emotionally invested, so loved up, I want to say, so loved up. The past energy is a good one too, because we've got the Ace of Swords come through for you, Taurus. You led your way in the past energy with real force, real triumph, really saying your truth and standing by the sword. Live by the sword, die by the sword, darling. And that's how you were in your past energy. You just took it all on board. You just took it with all due diligence and ferocity and just really brought it in. So brave, so ballsy. It's a real demanding card of a beginning in force. But moving forward from that, maybe we had a bit of bad sequence go against our mental capabilities, because we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is bad luck, bad sequence, things not coming in right, odds, feeling maybe a little cursed, feeling like when it's left up to the game of chance, it never comes up in your favor ever. If anything, goes rogue and broke. Spirit's advice for you, Taurus, for the month of June is to be aware of this, the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Some sort of security, whether it's housing, monetary, investment, can be just material things in general, or what you do for work, like your actual career. Something here is about to go a little bust, and it's going to leave you in a position where you are lacking. You are lacking in that fundamental security and structure that was put in place, that was meant to grow and give you plentifulness, has deteriorated and fallen back on itself. I cannot help that person. Now, sorry, crap on the thing. The outside view of you, Taurus, they see someone that's going through a very much Six of Wands situation. You know, we want it, but we just can't seem to get there. But we are making people watch us as we do. The Six of Wands is very much the crowd pulling their support behind you, everyone cheering you on, coming back from war, and everyone being there ready to shake your hand, give great thanks for your service. The outside views of someone that is very much loved by the crowd, by the public, by their peers, and is very admired, respected for their service or for their time gifted. I don't know why. For me personally, I always look at the Six of Wands as a very Virgoian card, even though it's not got anything to do with Virgo. It's the meaning of it that makes me think of Virgo. This is an individual that has put in that time, that effort to make it perfect. And if it hasn't been perfect, they own it all and they come back and they sort of stand up and allow to be judged. And everyone's supporting that raw fact of putting it out on show or everything being known. Hopes and fears for Taurus. It is another 10, but at least it's upright and it's a much more gifted card for you. Sorry, my head is killing me. I knew as soon as I started the reading it was only going to get worse. I might have to have a break in a minute, but we'll come back for clarifier. 10 of Cups. The hopes and fears for Taurus is, well, not much of a fear at all. This is finding your family. And I don't mean literal, like maybe you don't have to be adopted, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to find where you fit, where you can hang your hat, where you call home. Anyone can live in a house, darling. We all do. But not very many of us live in a home. And that's a place where we feel safe. That's a place where we feel connected. That's a place which we call our nest, our roost, our safety. It's where everyone that is in that space we love, we connect with. We don't want to have a minute of a moment of a day without them in it. They mean that much to you. The outcome, Taurus, is you. It's your planet that has come through for your reading today. So far. It's the Empress. The Empress is Venus energy. Venus is the planet that belongs to Taurus. And the outcome is that for you, the Empress. Beauty. Everything being fruitful right now. Being able to birth something that's really genuine, really brilliant. Being at the prime of it, being at the cusp of the absolute brilliance, the beauty, being able to take on the war too. Venus isn't just about that beautiful love shit. She's the god of war too. Goddess, well, either. But she's all powerful on both sides of that fence, of the war, the rant, and the love and the beauty. Sentiment. It's all about that growth, all about that contractual beating heart. You backing that and feeling full beauty and connection, and you feel divine, I want to say. You feel absolutely divine in this outcome. You feel like this fits you well, suits you perfectly, and you feel wholeheartedly, absolutely beautiful. You're happy, you're content, you've found your place, you've found your person. You found a lot here in this world. And you don't take it for granted. You every day say your prayer, and every day you are thankful for that. Maybe you're a little scared you might one day lose it. Oh, Scrubber Bubba. We've got a kitty on the cards. Give me a moment. I'll fix that up. We don't need your bum on the TV. Thank you. Excuse me, baby. Sorry. Slight digression there. My mum actually showed up for a visit, so I got to see her for a quick second. She looks absolutely knackered. So let's go through and clarify this Taurus reading. Standard placements of the Celtic cross for June. Please, spirits and guides, I need clear and precise clarification of these placements for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. We start off with the Magician reverse. So let's clarify this Magician Sun reverse. How? I don't know. Challenge for Taurus. Five of Swords, Ace of Wands. Creating the reading, we have that Knight of Cups. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups for Taurus. Why is this Knight of Cups here, please? Let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Okay, we've got a lot going on there. Five of Swords reverse, Knight of Cups reverse, the Knight of Wands. Two knights there. Interesting. The root of the reading, we have that Ace of Cups. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups for Taurus. Why is that Ace of Cups here, please? Clarifying the Ace of Cups. Clarifying that Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, please. Can you clarify the energy? Right, that's like crazy. I'm hearing you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Don't need to know. But I would like to know. The Ace of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. You don't need to know. Don't you need to know? What are you searching to find out? Past energy, Ace of Swords. Let's clarify that Ace of Swords, please. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? Whoa, jeez Louise. Okay. Woody booty, woody booty, woody booty. Five of Swords, Knight of Cups again coming through there. Moving forward from that, we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Okay, whoa. Three of Cups reversed. Spirit's advice, we have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Let's clarify that Ten of Pentacles reverse. Spirit's advice, the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Four of Cups reversed with the Hierophant reverse. Your major Taurus. Outside view, Six of Wands. Let's clarify that outside view for Taurus, the Six of Wands. Why is that Six of Wands here? The Magician reversed again, same as the current energy. Hopes and fears for Taurus, we had that Ten of Cups. Let's clarify that. Yep. Page of Wands reverse. Page of Swords reverse. Ten of Wands reverse. My God. The all-important outcome, which is your planet, baby. It's the Empress. Let's clarify the outcome for Taurus is June, the Empress. Clarifying the outcome, please. For Taurus, the Empress. Clarifying now. Why is this Empress here? Two of Pentacles. Clarify further this outcome, the Empress with the Two of Pentacles. Why is the outcome? Yep, okay. Queen of Swords. Justice is the underlying energy, as was the Lovers before that. Taurus, this is two major arcana. Gemini and Libra, both air signs coming through here to greet you. Love must be fair and equal is the underlying energy for the month of June. Things must be unbiased, impartial. Things need to be equal, they need to be balanced. Equilibrium is a big word that I would always use with the Libra sign of justice. It is about that fair equilibrium, that judicial justice that needs to bring in fairness through impartiality, through due diligence, through information and knowledge. But the Lovers is that of a connection here being very, very plentiful. Something that can really be the it all be all, the one, you know. A connection that's so damn strong. So there's some sort of connection here that you feel is really fair, it's really equal, it's right for you. it fits like the well-fitted glove that it should. And I feel like there's a much richness here to be had and to be fought for. You could be falling in love with the law, literally, in all honesty. You could be very much falling in love with the law, going into law, or just loving the balance it brings, the equilibrium and such. All right, Taurus. Let's explain this clarified reading for June and get it all lined up straighter than sticks and find out what's what. Here we go. All right, my little bull babies, let's go through this clarified reading. So the current energy coming into June for the bulls. Wow, we had two majors, both inverted here. The Magician with the Sun. The current energy of coming into June, my dear Taurus, is much trickery or something not being as it seems. It's leading to a lot of unhappiness, a lot of loneliness, a lot of real loss of hope as well, I want to say, not being able to see the sun shining in anything that's happening during this month or in the current energy. I feel like everything's an illusion. Everything's a mirage. Everything is not as it seems. There is a disalignment with the view of it and the reality of it, or the truth of it, I want to say. The challenge, though, is that for the month of June, the Five of Swords with the Ace of Wands for Taurus. Babies, this is a real sense of going to battle here, of the wills, of the minds, of the intellect, of the ideals. Coming in with that, with the Ace of Wands, it's a fresh new desire here to win this, or a beginning that needs to be fought for, or something that really needs to be set ablaze. There's much desire to obtain something that you are having to be challenged for, because the Five of Swords is that of challenge card. It's that of going to battle. And whether you will be the victor or the dejected is up to the outcome. It does not dictated by the card. But with the Ace of Wands behind it, really tells me you have much desire to get up on this. Much investment in that real passionate space that is within you that you probably don't show all that often. Now, this subconscious level, this four-fronted cards, I found very interesting with that clarify, because we have two knights at the top and tail of it, the Knight of Cups. The Five of Swords reverse, which was your challenge but upright. The Knight of Cups reverse with the Knight of Wands. Your subconscious is thinking much of many. About an invitation, an offering, a presentation here that you feel very dejected by, that you feel very much not enough to obtain, or being very much overridden by an argument and or intellectual space. The Nine of Cups reverse is saying that you really feel like there's a lot of roguery here, misrepresentation perhaps, or something that is depleting some sort of materialistic benefit to you. The Knight of Wands, though, you are moving forward on this journey regardless. You are moving forward even though you feel you may be dejected, you may be defeated, you may really be almost sacrificed for something. You're even willing to make movement here with that Knight of Wands, whether that's residency, commute. I feel like something's been taken from you, maybe. Like something very important. Maybe not even a possession. Can be a possession, though, with that Nine of Cups reverse, because that speaks about roguery, losing something that was yours, like a possession or property, or a job. Or it could be something much more substantial, in all honesty, like family, a child, which if that's the case, I really, my heart bleeds for you. Whether that's from them being relocated or not. The root of the reading, though, the foundation by which it's all growing from, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's two aces here, guys, of both cups. The root of what everything's growing from is this fresh new beginning in love, in championship, in real devotion, in sentiment. It's goodness overflowing. It's so damn plentiful. It's double. Twins. You feel like you found your other half, your heart to your cup. So much warmth here, I feel. Like the cards almost feel hot to the touch. Like it's just the beaming of the joy of this can't stop smiling though my face is killing me kind of attitude. It's a real loved up energy of being really, really satisfied and really enjoying the bliss. So should you. Past energy though, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups. Now this is where we get a bit of a storyline of maybe what's going on here. Because the Ace of Swords is trying to have triumph and force here, push through it regardless of what the hell's going on and have it vertice through pure brute of force. The Seven of Swords, though, this is the Thief card. This is some sort of person coming in to still take through underhandedness, maybe to need to save their own skin. Again, with the sacrifice I'm hearing. But with the Knight of Cups, this is an invitation, an offering that's being presented to you, much like the Knight of Cups in your forefronted mind that you didn't want to go down that path of. Something has led you here. You forcefully moved towards something which may have been a little bit roguey, may have been a little bit thievery, may have been a little underhanded, may have needed to save our own skin from this. But from that brought an offering, an invitation, an advancement, a movement. And I feel like you're hooked into it, hook, line and sinker, in all honesty. Because moving forward from that, we have some real destabilization. The Wheel of Fortune reversed with Three of Cups reversed. Bad odds, bad sequence, just feeling like a curse, like nothing can come in right. Three of Cups reversed. This is real gluttonized, I guess you could say, energy. It's the fact that we are so full of self, we're overindulging, we're being very gluttonized, we're not thinking about other people, places or things. It's all about self, but more importantly, it's taking it too far. It's being a pig of it, being a pig of it. Like, you know, when you go to the smorgasbord and, you know, Homer Simpson wants to eat every freaking thing in the place, it's a pig of it. We're not thinking about anyone else's dinner. We're not thinking about anyone else's needs, their emotions, their cares, their wants. We're crushing them. Like that daisy there, we're crushing it. And we don't make no apologies because we're not even giving any notice to it because we really care that little. It's a real butt of an energy. Spirit's advice, however, sorry, I'm still suffering this chesty cough, is interesting. Spirit's advice. 10 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed, all very, very nautical of the South. Spirit is saying to you there will be some sort of depletion here of money, materialistic wealth, investment, and or your family inheritance. Housing could also be a strong feature, or the connections by which you live within, like your family and your children and so on and so forth. The Four of Cups reversed, you're realizing too late how much this means to you, how much you can't afford to lose it. The Hierophant reverse is saying you need to get spiritually rebound and find the sacrifice that is needed here, Taurus, to reunite what has been taken or has gone missing or has faded into the book. There's no point saying woe is me, yet you make no change to change this. You need to get spiritually aligned. You're not at this time. You need to get your mind, heart, and your soul and your spiritual beliefs all in congruent agreements. And I'm seeing that's the issue you have here. That's why this Magician reverse keeps coming up, which is in the next position from what the outsiders are seeing of you, because it's in your current energy. There's too many polaristic ideals here or magical traits that are, the atoms are rubbing each other up wrong, and it's literally causing from the molecular structure by which it's made to want to come apart or want to not work right and not be seamlessly fluent. I don't know if they kind of understand where I'm coming from there. But let me try to explain it a little bit more simpler. The outsider's view, the Six of Wands with that Magician reverse. You know, the outsider's view is of someone that is getting a lot of accolades, a lot of support from those around them. but as being very tricky in the way they use that support, or not being completely honest about their experience or about who they truly are or why they're really here and what they're on show for. I don't think you're going to find out before curtains are drawn in the outsider's view. But let's keep going. Still much messages to be had here in the last two placements for Taurus. This I find extremely interesting, the most interesting placement of all. And I found a few of them interesting. The hopes and fears, Taurus, because we've got 2 tens and we've got 2 pages here. 10 of Cups upright with the Page of Wands reversed, with the Page of Swords reversed, with the 10 of Wands reversed. This is very interesting. To me, it is anyway. Your hopes and fears is much and many. Let's break it down. You know, the 10 of Cups is that of real connection, of real sentiment and feeling like there is nothing more that is needed because we've got everything here that is needed to be had. We feel loved up, we feel adored, we feel needed, and we feel very much a part of something new, something big. Page of Wands reverse is an adolescent, normally someone younger, that can be a little bit temperamental. They could be a little bit someone you get very taken in by, but they can get a little bit manipulative because they know that they can get you on the string. This is someone that you might have once been maybe seduced to, or just have a very strong connection with. It doesn't have to be a love connection or a sexual connection. It could be a real deep family connection even, but it's with an adolescent energy here. Maybe it's even reflecting upon yourself when you're younger. And you're a bit boisterous, or you're a little bit fuddy-duddy in the way of not listening, not consorting to the rules. You know, you would flaunt it, you would flout it, you would a little difficult to handle. Page of Swords reverse is someone that's not just a little bit difficult to handle. This is someone that speaks no truth. This is an adolescent individual or a person, place, thing that really is dishonest and really manipulates and really has no intention to ever be honest and upfront, even though they portray or say that they are. I feel like this is someone that you really, really had much connection with, and the realization that this is the person they are is breaking your heart. 10 of Wands reversed. These burdens you are so sick of fucking carrying. Maybe this isn't your burden, Taurus. Maybe this is an adolescent child that you have to look after because your sister is in hospital right now, or your brother is away in Memphis, or I don't know. Maybe something, more substantial has happened than that. I don't want to get through all the options. I've had my fair share of passings this week. So take with it how it resonates for you. I think you understand where I'm going with this. But something that was taken, that's no longer here, has put you in a position where you have to cope, deal with, or manage things that weren't really your problem, responsibility, or something that's just too thick of a weight for you to deal with right now. It's coming back to kick Taurus. Say, look at me. Deal with me. There's no other optional choice. And you're just like, whoa, I did not ask for this shit. I did not ask for that, universe. But still, it's lapping at your door. It's banging down the windows. It's beating the analytical rhythm of the drum. And you just cannot escape it. The outcome, Taurus June. The Empress, the 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Wow. By the end of this, everyone's going to know how you feel and think. Because you are in your prime. You are the Empress. You are embodying that Venus energy of love and war. And you're ready to do both simultaneously at the same time. Ball game. You're ready to bow down. Never. You're ready to rise up and take and conquer. You are in the energy of raw, righteous, real. And backing that is the agility to try to handle this, no matter how thick or how out of control it gets. The river can rage, people. The river can rage. And you're going to raft right on it. You ain't going to let that stop you. You will have the agility to infinitely keep pushing, banging, you're going to do it. Because the Queen of Swords Queen of Swords coming in behind that. You are speaking your truth. Whether you come across cold and heartless. You've been broken. You've seen the pain. And now you rise above it all. And bring in the energy of truth through meticulousness, through analytical and articulate language. You're not necessarily finessing it, you're twirling it true to form, but it is direct. It's not cruel, it's very direct. It can be a bit barbed, like the picture depicts the barbed wire of the heart. The heart has had much heaviness of weight, and now the heart knows not to break, but to learn to heal. But while we heal, we can't take on any more burden of pain or injustice. Funny that, isn't it? Oh, and what should be lying underneath that justice card? It's again that Empress. Through the just, unbiased cause, you will find your love and war. Taurus is what I would title this. Through the Empress. It's all love and war, babies. What do you love more than anything else that you are willing to go to war for? Only you know that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me, Redsky, here on another round of Righteous Readings, Raw, Righteous, Real. And I hope to see all of my Taurus gang next time when we join here. Till then, light and love to all. Thank you so much for joining me. Redsky out. Take care, my balls. Love you all. Bye.